This is not fiction. In 1962, a plan was proposed at the highest levels of the US military. A plan to stage fake terrorist attacks on American soil. It included blowing up a US ship, hijacking passenger planes, faking funerals, and broadcasting it all on live television. The goal? To frame Cuba and start a war. The operation was called Northwoods. It was signed and approved by the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Lyman Lemnitzer. Not a rogue general, not a madman, the top military officer in the United States. This wasn't leaked, it wasn't whispered in conspiracy forums. It was later declassified, line by line, in 1997. And what it revealed was terrifying. Operation Northwoods wasn't vague. It spelled out scenarios in detail. We could blow up a US ship in Guantanamo Bay and blame Cuba. We could stage hijackings of civilian airliners and substitute fake passengers. We could hold mock funerals and broadcast them on national TV to stir outrage. The phrase used again and again. A helpful incident to justify military intervention. They even considered staging attacks at Miami and Washington, D.C., and blaming Cuban agents. It wasn't just about tricking the public, it was about manufacturing consent for war. Sound familiar? It should. These tactics, though never used in this case, would echo in military operations for decades. But in 1962, something happened. The plan made it all the way to the White House. President John F. Kennedy read it and said, absolutely no.
President Kennedy was furious.
Not just at the plan, but at the people behind it. General Lemnitzer was removed from his post shortly after, but the culture of secrecy stayed. Cuba remained a flashpoint. The Cold War grew colder. And then, just a year later, on November 22, 1963, John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Was it connected? No official link was ever found. But to this day, many believe his rejection of military overreach and secret wars made him powerful enemies. What is known for certain is this: Operation Northwoods was real. It was signed, stamped, and ready to be carried out. If Kennedy had said yes, history could have taken a horrifying turn. Operation Northwoods was hidden from the public for 35 years. Not because it failed, not because it was a fantasy, but because if the American people had seen it, they may have never trusted again. When it was finally released in 1997, most major outlets ignored it. A few articles appeared, but no headlines, no front pages, just silence. Today, few people even know it happened, which is why you're hearing it now, in a calm voice, in a quiet moment. Because if this could be planned once, what else has been kept from you?